Remember your inner natural. The boundary between unconscious competence and conscious competence is a pretty interesting place. This is where your self-awareness is most conspicuous. Like when you've just about but not quite learned something by heart. When we are born, we have a ton of pre-wiring in our brains. Language, basic addition, and plenty of other things. Other things we need to learn as we grow up. In ancient times, this was how to get food, not get eaten, and stay safe in different environments. Humans have figured out how to get food in many different ways in many different environments. Like we have a deep automatic two-way brain signal. Every time we wandered into a new place, we had two questions. Where can we find something to eat? How can we avoid what wants to eat us? These two similar programs are present today. You visit a hotel in a strange city for a business conference. You want to know where the hot night spots are. You want to know what areas to avoid. In our very advanced normal society, we can continue to learn. Here's a pretty cool mind experiment. Imagine you were kidnapped as a baby and taken via a time machine into a future 1,000 years from now. You'd grow up and learn things in elementary school that haven't been discovered yet. Things that are now far too complex for even the smartest scientists in the world to wrap their minds around. This is the learning potential that exists in your brain. There are some things that we try to learn, but we really don't need to. Before, we always wanted to know how to grow food, how to protect ourselves from the elements, how to find animals with fur, how to find safe places to stay. These were always the pressing issues for the first dudes who wandered into an unknown territory. Once they'd figured all that stuff out, whoever was born into that environment would see it as normal. Stuff that everybody just does. But every time we'd move into a new area, we'd have to figure out that stuff all over again. Kind of like now. We aren't exactly moving into new territories physically, but we are metaphorically, scientifically, and intelligently. So there is always stuff to learn and discover and invent out at the margins of human knowledge. However, there is one area where you don't need to learn anything. Not now, not 1,000 years ago, not 1,000 years in the future. The thing that is not dependent on technology or what kind of environment we live in. The thing that is programmed in at a DNA level. The thing we do the same way as we've always done. What is that? Making friends and lovers. Because this is not based on technology. This is based on human nature, which has been the same for about 200,000 years. Forget about learning how, unlearn all the nonsense, and remember how. To get started, visit mindpersuasion.com/relationship-generator.